99,999 miles. We're almost there. And here it is. 100,000 miles. 4 years? Yeah. 100,000 miles. 4 years, 6 months, and 10 days to get there. I got this car brand new with 11 miles on it. Now I know some of you people, well Tim, you really only drove 99,989 miles. Yeah, whatever, I know what you mean. Close enough here. While I was going out to make the video, I happened to stop at a parking lot and I saw this. How can you tell when somebody is an idiot? You see the big chrome wheels? You see how it's all jacked up? Idiot! It ain't cool. And now my Tesla Model 3 has gone over the 100,000 mile mark, and it's doing really well. No significant problems of any kind. It took me 4 years, 6 months, and 10 days to drive 100,000 miles. And since then, what have I had to do with the car? Well, I've changed windshield wipers a few times. I've gone through a couple of sets of tires. The brakes are still the original brakes and they have a lot of wear left on them. About the biggest maintenance item was a ball joint on the left side upper control arm. It was starting to go bad around 60,000 miles, and so I placed both it and the right side one with a newer revision. Because one thing, here's one of the automotive conspiracies. For about 15 or 20 years now, automakers do not put grease fittings in ball joints anymore. Why? Because they want the part to wear out. So you have to spend more money and, pay for service fees and everything to increase corporate profit. I see the scam. I know what kind of game they're playing. You could probably drill it and tap it and put your own grease fittings in. Old cars had grease fittings for many, many years. But not the new ones. They want the parts to wear out. Planned obsolescence. I think all automakers do that anymore. Now here's something I want to show you, because you always hear the electric car stories on the news and they don't know what they're talking about. Let's look at the battery. Now, right now it shows me with a 90% charge, my range is 252 miles. That's after 4 years, 6 months, and 10 days of driving. When this car was brand new, my 90% charge number was right around 273. So it's lost about 20 miles total range in 100,000 miles of driving. Now think about this. How many laptop computer batteries have you had that didn't last 4.5 years? And the laptop sat on a table in a house at one temperature all the time. This battery pack in the car, it's been through heat, it's been through sub-freezing cold, it's been through all the bangs, bumps, bounces, and vibration of being bolted to a car for 4.5 years, and it's only lost a little bit of power capacity in all that time. I think that's doing pretty good. Now, since this car is a very early production Model 3, April 18 build date, my warranty on the battery and drivetrain, the motor and the gearbox and everything, is 120,000 miles. So if anything's going to go bad with it, it better happen within the next 20,000 miles so I get free replacements. And if it doesn't go bad in the next 20,000 miles, it better last a long time. Now, we're at 100,182 miles. There's no reason you can't get another 100 out of this car, or more. It's been doing fine for me all this time. When I first got the car, a 90% charge was right around 273 miles. Now a 90% charge is around 253, 255, somewhere in that range. One factor is, you know, I drive this thing pretty hard, so my average power usage is higher, so the computer calculates my range to be a little bit lower. The big thing I've noticed is Tesla's tear-up tires. Maybe an all-wheel drive car wouldn't be so bad because they have motors and equal load on all four wheels, but mine being a rear-wheel drive, two tires do all the acceleration force and all the regenerative braking force. So they're getting twisted forward and twisted backward every time you step on and let off the gas pedal or the electric pedal. But overall, it's been a great car. It runs really well. I'm happy I got it. And don't believe all the stories that you see on the news and on news websites about electric cars and, you know, how do you charge the thing up and how long will it take and where are their EV charging stations. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't have an EV, they're not driving one, and even if they do, they probably don't have anywhere near the amount of automotive knowledge that I have gained for myself over the past, well, I don't even want to say how many years, a lot of years. So, Tesla Model 3, 4.5 years, 100,000 miles, doing good.